Have you ever tried to stick to a diet, but after some time you just gave up? You probably have. That's because most diets nowadays focus on taking foods out instead of adding foods in. Restricting your diet of foods is like a full-time job. You constantly have to think about it all day, every day. Oh, I cannot eat this pizza. Oh, I cannot eat this chocolate. When you restrict the foods that you love, you make sticking to a diet much harder than it has to be. Instead, focus on including some healthy foods like vegetables, fruits, eggs, and nuts in your diet, because these foods fill you up much more than junk food. And after eating these healthy and nutritious meals, then you can eat your junk food, because you just won't have as much space in your stomach to eat a whole chocolate bar. So just have this mentality. If you're hungry, eat a healthy meal and then you can eat the junk food. I believe that 10% of your daily calories should come from unhealthy and processed foods. Of course, you would have faster progress if you ate a 100% clean diet than a 90% clean diet. But you know which diet is better? The one that you can stick to. And of course, it's going to be the 90% clean diet, because you get to still eat the foods that you love. It's all about being on a diet that will get you to your goals slowly and that you actually like being on, than being on a diet that will get you to your goals quickly and that you absolutely hate. When you include more healthy foods in your diet, the unhealthy and processed foods will slowly start to disappear by themselves. Because when you're full on vegetables and meat, you won't have any desire to eat a whole box of cookies. If you're addicted to anything, for example, drugs, alcohol, or junk food, the worst thing that you can do is to take that substance away, because you just temporarily fix the problem. But you know what? You can always just go and buy more. The way that you fix this addiction is by making your life so much better that you actually don't need this substance to make yourself feel better. Because if you loved your life as it was, you wouldn't need to indulge in drugs, alcohol, or junk food to make yourself feel good in the moment. When you restrict anything that you're addicted to, you just make yourself more obsessed with that thing. The way to get rid of an addiction is to just replace it with something else. For example, imagine a man who drinks too much alcohol. Instead of taking his alcohol away, get him on a workout program and get him addicted to working out and making progress. And the alcohol consumption will slowly reduce by itself. The same thing applies if someone is, for example, addicted to junk food. If you throw their junk food away, they will just get depressed and get even more cravings. Because throwing something away is like a punishment, and we don't like punishment. This is the same thing as reducing instant gratification activities and replacing them with delayed gratification activities, which I explained in my previous video. Instant gratification activities are those activities that give you pleasure right now, but are detrimental to you in the long term. These activities include watching porn, eating junk food, doing drugs, and drinking alcohol. But on the other hand, delayed gratification activities are those activities that are hard right now, but give you a lot of benefits in the long term. And those activities include working out, reading books, meditating, and eating healthy foods. So if you are struggling with overeating junk food, then you just need to think about what you can add into your day to make it better and also get you closer to your goals. The perfect example for this is adding vegetables into your diet, because vegetables contain so little calories and you can eat them as much as you want and still stay in shape. But most people often fail at this point, because they think that steamed vegetables are the healthiest, so they steam their vegetables, and they eat steamed vegetables for 2 days and then just say that all vegetables are disgusting, because steamed vegetables don't taste good at all. Instead, I would recommend you to roast your vegetables in the oven with some olive oil, because it will make them much more delicious. Olive oil contains a lot of calories, but I think that 100 calories of olive oil is worth it to make your vegetables taste much better. It's much better to eat roasted vegetables every day for the rest of your life than eat steamed vegetables for 2 days and then just say all vegetables are disgusting. Also, another thing that will help you eat a healthier diet is by focusing on foods that have only one ingredient in them. For example, if you take a look at any cookies in any store, they have like 50 ingredients in them. But if you take a look at the ingredient list of potatoes, they don't even have an ingredient list, because the only ingredient in potatoes is potatoes. So just eat more foods that have only one ingredient in them: vegetables, fruits, nuts, eggs, unprocessed meats, and fish. I hope this video helped you understand a sustainable and healthy diet's most important principle: adding things in instead of taking things out. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below and I will try to answer all of them. Peace!